All right, joining us now with more CBS News correspondent Eboni Williams. Eboni, welcome. You went to Chapel Hill, by the way.
I did.
You have a law degree. First of all, let's break down what is it that makes up a hate crime?
Yeah, Jeff, the main element they're going to look for in a hate crime prosecution is the element of bias. That's the thing. That's a pattern of bias towards race, towards religion, towards sexual orientation. And if prosecutors feel like they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that element of bias is in play here, they'll go for a hate crime charge.
The FBI just said this afternoon it's now involved. What does that mean for the investigation?
Sure. So the FBI doesn't have exclusive jurisdiction over hate crimes, but what they do is they work in tandem with local jurisdictions, local law enforcement offices to use their vast disposal of resources. They have a better ability to look at forensic evidence. They have a better ability to look at digital evidence. They can do searches on computers. They can look at social media engagement. They can look at things that are just beyond reach from some local law enforcement offices. And so they'll be very helpful in local prosecutors' ability to prove that bias maybe was at play here.
You talk about the community a little bit. We watched these news conferences this afternoon. You went to school there. You live there. Tell us about this community a little bit and what's happening right now. Yeah,
like most college cities, and Chapel Hill, make no doubt about it, Jeff, it's a college town. It's very, very compassionate, very engaged with the lives of students there. Not long ago, they suffered the loss of Eve Carson. She was shot. She was the student body president. So they're taking the tragic loss of these three individuals very seriously. And we saw not just UNC, we saw Duke University, we saw North Carolina State University all coming together at that press conference today talking about how they're taking this incredibly seriously, and they're going to be there to support not only the families of these students, but the community at large. And that's the issue with hate crimes. It's not just the individual victims, it's their families and it's the communities. And retaliation is a concern, and just the community grieving and dealing with this in a proper manner.
And when the potential of a hate crime enters the conversation, it makes the investigation that much more complicated.
That much more complicated, that much more difficult for prosecutors to prove. But what it also does, it's an aggravating factor. So if it's indeed proven that it's a hate crime, they're looking at a tougher sentence possibly for the defendants involved here.
Eboni Williams, thanks very much.
Thank you.